It's really
Thank you, Madam Mayor, for calling me to speak. I have a motion down at item number 15. There's two ladies in the audience and 7 other people from the borough who wish to hear that motion. I think it might be rather unfair to make them sit through the whole of the budget speeches and the deliberations before the motion comes forward. So I'm asking if we can vary the agenda and take my motion before now before the budget speech. I know it has to be put to a vote, Madam Mayor, if you'll be so kind.
I do not think that this is appropriate, given that this is a budget debate. No, you can't.
That's a no.
Yeah.
Okay, they're leaving at 9. Thanks very much.
All right. Thank you very much. So we take item 7. Item 6 is still being taken. I am not aware of any petitions to be received. Therefore, we will move to item 7. The next item is to sit down. You're not ready for it yet. Please sit down. Right. The next item is the referrals from other bodies. We have the Council Budget 2020-21 referred from Cabinet to consider. As members will be aware, 2 petitions have been submitted that relate to the budget. The lead petitioner has chosen to take the opportunity to address the meeting. Ms. Beaumont R., you have 5 minutes to address Council on behalf of Mr. Griffith. The lead petitioner, in relation to petitions about residents and visitors parking permits. You have 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I've been asked to stand here and speak on behalf of the petition raised by Dan Griffiths, who lives in Windsor. He's actually a firefighter. He's on duty tonight. He raised a petition calling for people to protest about the charges for resident permit parking or resident permit schemes. Unfortunately, he raised the petition very late. He managed to get 91 signatures in a short time. I myself only found out about it recently, but when I tried to put a petition up, it wasn't allowed because it was another petition with the same topic, but I spoke to him and he asked me to speak. Yesterday, I went online to a couple of local online fora, and in just 24 hours, I've managed to get 628 people to absolutely say that they are very anti the charges being reintroduced for the luxury, really, of parking outside their own house, and that's if they're lucky. Because parking is so bad that they can't often park outside their own house. Only 20 people thought that some charges were acceptable, but certainly not at the level of charge. And I'd like to point out that when the council actually got rid of the charges for parking back in October 2013, the amount that they're proposing to charge now is over double that, which is rather steep, especially since parking is so short. I think everybody can agree that getting sort of 628 votes in under 24 hours is pretty good. And I think it sort of shows quite a large level of support. And I'm prepared to work tirelessly to get many more people behind this. And there's quite a few reasons why I think it's going to succeed. First of all, residents are absolutely seething at the misappropriation of borough money on needless spending such as £40,000 on plastic banners and rerouting of traffic at the end of Broadway and Queen Street, which quite frankly was actually consulted on, which was lip service because it's gone ahead anyway, nobody wanted it. Very few people did. I did some research, because I used to be a senior researcher at Consumers Association, into some of the resident parking consultations, and I did a Freedom of Information request. And I'm sorry to say that I found that there was pretty shoddy lack of systematic approach, lack of empirical approach, lack of proper use of the data that was gathered, absolutely no looking at any of the qualitative data. And I'm given certainly that more time, I could look at more than just the 3 streets that I looked at, and I could show up some pretty damning evidence that just consultation wasn't done properly. I've had a look at some other towns and heritage cities that charge for resident permit parking, and what the Royal Borough is intending to charge is way over what you pay in Winchester, way over what you pay in Salisbury, and those are pretty massive tourist sites. And let's face it, none of this would be needed had the town centre parking situation been looked into appropriately. People could have thought through the numbers of people, the additional numbers of people would be parking the borough because of Crossrail. And if that had been planned properly, and the public know this, none of it, I wouldn't even have to stand here today. So all I'm saying is that I'm prepared to do an awful lot more work to show that there's a massive amount of public feeling for this, and that the results of this petition were nowhere reflective of what the public think. Thank you.
Thank you. We have another petition. Mr. Courtroom, you have 5 minutes to address the Council in relation to the petition about advantage card discount.
Members of the Council, thank you for your time this evening. As you heard, I put forward a petition which amassed more than 7,000 signatures, which was against the removal of parking discounts through the Advantage card. But I want to speak about the proposals in the round. I want here to remind you of your responsibilities, I suppose, and appeal to your better judgment as to the decisions that you will make and the lives that they will affect, the lives of people who put their faith in you and their local services. Having read the draft proposals, I think they're quite frankly inadequate, and the removal of the Advantage card is quite understandably, as I said, captured the collective anger of borough residents, saving £650,000 without having a plan to make travel greener, accessible, affordable, and simply inconvenience residents and stifle footfall. It's a truly awful proposal, in my opinion, with far-reaching consequences. I think, judging by the amount of signatures the petition got, it's acted as a lightning rod that hopefully it's finally awakened people to the way that the council's finances are being handled. If you wind the clock back less than 12 months in the run-up to the local elections, of course you'll all be aware of last May, at the behest of some of those present, you recall that the borough was awash with taxpayer-funded posters that were referred to a few minutes ago about low rates of council tax, community wardens, and thriving local investment. Yet the proposals we'll consider tonight paint quite a different picture. Massive council tax hikes for the most disadvantaged without proper consultation. Cuts to children's and adult social care, slashing the number of community wardens, as we just heard, reduced library services, cutting subsidies for local art centres. You know this, the list goes on. And I hope that people will now begin to join the dots. What do I mean by that? I mean that the reasons I'm here tonight are twofold. First, the Borough Council's decisions have been taken because the national government has hacked at the social fabric of this country for a decade. Second, to meet those demands, the Council has prioritised private profit over public good. The result, a fragmented health and education system and ballooning profits for private landlords. And these policies have been ushered in with the endorsement of party activists, some of whom are present tonight. But there was no mention of a reduction to the council tax support scheme or any of the things I've just listed when those seeking election knocked on doors in May or again with the relevant candidates in December. You all represent the people of this borough, but these proposals let them down. The typical response to the argument that I've just made is that it's politicising the argument. I think some of the members I heard will probably be making just that point, but this is political. These cuts will have consequences. Now, we know what the latest round of consequences are, but you do have a chance to put that right this evening. So I urge you to go back to the drawing board, at least on some of the things, and here are a few of the things we should commit to today. First of all, keeping the Advantage card, which is the reason I'm standing here, and the bus subsidies that are also potentially going to be removed, until you have a long-term plan to make travel in and around the borough accessible. environmentally friendly and available to all. I think that's something which has captured public consciousness and that really should be considered quite seriously. Retaining the council tax support scheme at its current level, I'm not sure that the answer that was given earlier really covered up any of the concerns on that, so I'd like to hear more about that before it's removed. And overhauling procurement practices, I think the references to Optalis and some of the local providers earlier was sort of symptomatic of kind of prioritisation of council finances which are going towards bigger firms with more clout rather than those who have a stake in the community. Just to wrap up, just before I finish, how do you reconcile that with the urgent need, as you know, to address the black hole in council finances? What I would urge you to finally, as a local authority, to stand up to the national government and say that you refuse to cut services further. It's been a decade of sort of pushing back the state, and it can't go much further, I would argue. As I said at the outset of this address, failure to do so would lead the electorate to join the dots between a profit-seeking national government and a compliant administration at local authority level. Think about that and consider these proposals tonight.
Thank you. I will now explain the procedure for this item. I will begin the members' debate by asking Councillor David Hilton to introduce this item and propose all motions contained in items 7, 1 to 4. That is, the council tax reduction scheme, the fees and charges report, the capital programme and the revenue budget. Once the motions have been moved and seconded, I will then ask the opposition spokesperson to address the meeting. The next step will be considered the amendments that have been proposed in advance of the meeting. A copy of the amendment has been distributed. We will take each amendment in turn. Each councillor will be able to speak up to 5 minutes on each amendment. After the amendments have been debated and voted upon, I will then invite all councillors to debate. The councillors will debate the item of the budget in its entirety as amended. Each councillor will be able to address council for up to 5 minutes. Once all councillors have had the opportunity to speak, we will then take the motion for each item 7, 1 to 4 in turn. Councillors will have the opportunity to speak on each item only if there is something they wish to say that has not been already said. To say that has not already been addressed by the main debate. We will take name votes on each item. I will now invite Councillor David Hilton to present the budget.
Okay, quick point of order. Can you clarify?
Can you please stand up and talk to me, please? Could you stand up? Thank you.
Can you clarify that if somebody is proposing an amendment, they have 5 minutes to speak on the amendment, as well as another turn to speak on the budget?
Yes.
Thank you.
I will now invite Councillor David Hilton to present the budget. You have 10 minutes to speak.
Thank you very much indeed, Madam Mayor. May I start, before I speak to the budget, to present a short note to members. And the note says, will members please note on page 243 of the budget report that the Royal Berkshire Fire Authority precept has now been confirmed, and the only change is in the Band F charge. It has been reduced from £97.64, a change of 1p. Well, thank you very much, Madam Chairman. First of all, I will move all items under item 7 in the council papers. Madam Mayor, I'm pleased to present the 2020-21 budget, and I thank directors and officers across the council for the professional manner in which they have worked with their respective cabinet and lead members. Well supported by the finance team, the expertise of Terry Neves and Peter Robinson, both Chartered Institute of Public Finance registered interim accountants, have proved invaluable in developing this budget. Now, this administration proposes a transformative, innovative and financially responsible budget designed to future-proof the Borough Council and allow us to protect the vulnerable while supporting the discretionary services enjoyed by our residents. Now, we have a two-pronged approach to delivering on this aim. Firstly, transforming our borough, and secondly, transforming how we deliver services. Now, Maidenhead is an important part of our transformation. The Braywick Leisure Centre will open this year, and this magnificent £36 million state-of-the-art replacement for the ageing Magnet Centre will provide a space for everyone to enjoy sports, arts and cultural events. It will include bigger and better facilities than the Magnet, but in keeping with our sustainability agenda, is designed to use 70% less energy. Now, we've delivered on the Waterways project and the Stafford Way Link Road, which has improved east-west traffic flow. But the cranes on the Maidenhead skyline are evidence of more exciting projects. The Council's joint venture schemes, such as the Watermark, to be followed by St Cloud's Way and later the Golf Course, are part of the plan to deliver new homes, energise businesses and revitalise the local economy. Now, very importantly, the St Cloud's Way and the Watermark developments will provide more than 220 affordable homes. The regeneration of Maidenhead will increase the council's income to enable us to improve services across the borough, but it will also create capital receipts that will help pay for the infrastructure needed to support future housing growth, as well as projects in Windsor and the south and our rural areas too. Now, to ensure young people have the best opportunities to succeed, an overall investment of £233 million in new school places is proposed. Now, we've already spent more than £30 million in expanding schools, such as Charters in Sunningdale and St Peter's in Old Windsor. We've secured funding from the LEP, Local Economic Partnership, for a review of the A329 in Ascot. Output from this review will inform the rejuvenation of Ascot Centre project and could lead to more infrastructure funding. Now, Windsor is the jewel in our crown. We will spend £1.5 million to improve public realm and support visitor, retail and hospitality economies, which do so much to support our vital services. But the Council is considering other exciting opportunities to better manage coach parking, improve the visitor experience and re-energise Windsor. The Oaks Leisure Centre in Sunningdale remains a borough priority. In addition, we are committed to supporting the £640 million Lower Thames scheme that will protect residents' homes from flooding in Datchet and Raysbury. Now, over the next 3 years, the Council, our joint venture partners and commercial developers will invest more than £78 million into transforming our borough. This transformation will deliver homes, a revitalised centre to Maidenhead, a re-energised Windsor and an Ascot centre to be proud of. Importantly, it will promote the economic vibrancy essential to support our critical public services and vision. Now, as we transform the borough, so we will transform the way in which we deliver council services. We will be responsible, listen to residents and be fair. Now, a key principle underpinning this transformation is our response to the declaration of a climate emergency. We wish to see our recycling rates rise and are already seeing evidence of behavioural change. We will support this cultural shift through a high-profile public awareness campaign. We'll be investing more in modern workplace technology and encouraging innovation and achievement for children. Now, announcing a climate change means taking climate emergency seriously. With this in mind, we will cut subsidies for polluting vehicles and encourage, where practical, the use of alternative sustainable transport. But we have listened to residents and will be considering options for a parking discount offer. The second key principle is to fund a more targeted approach in line with our mission to support our most vulnerable. This means investing in our staff by hiring more full-time professionals, embracing the principle of targeting support to our most vulnerable through family homes, and smarter adult social care in line with the supported by expert opinion. Now, our staff do an amazing job, and the small increase in council tax of just 79.5 pence a week for a Band D council taxpayer will ensure that they can continue to do their brilliant work. Now, the third principle is to ensure we are more commercial whilst prudent and fair in the use of council's assets and the provision of services. We will maximise the social and financial value of our commercial properties, and examples are the refurbishment and highly successful York House in Windsor, where we look to maximise returns for our residents, and using the Maidenhead regeneration sites to deliver affordable homes for the social good. Now, today, all councils, like the Royal Borough, are experiencing increased costs for children's and adult social care. To give an idea of the scale confronting local government, in 2018-19, 80% of councils overspent their children's care budgets by a total of 800 million, and a £2 billion overspend is forecast for this difficult year. Now, across the country, this is unsustainable. Lobbying by the LGA led to the announcement of a £1 billion of social care funding. Now, this council will add its weight to the argument that local authorities need more funding. Councillors Johnson and Carroll have already met with our local MPs Adam Afriyie and Theresa May and have held meetings with Cabinet ministers. These conversations will continue. In the meantime, we are proposing a council tax increase of 1.99%, together with a 2% adult social care precept, which will pay to support the most vulnerable of our residents. And do not forget, despite this, the Royal Borough will still have the lowest council tax in the country outside of London. Madam Mayor, this is a transformative budget that puts innovation, opportunity and financial responsibility at its heart. It is a budget that will allow us to continue to support our most vulnerable and indeed go even further in improving their life chances. Now, transformation is not only about next year or even the year after, but how we build a borough council that is fit for the future. This budget proposes such a transformation, and I commend it to council.
Thank you, Councillor Hilton.